72 days to the start of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and President Akufo-Addo over the weekend made a statement that many consider to be controversial when he said that the Black Stars will win the 2022 FIFA World Cup and become the first African country to achieve the biggest prize in world football. Do you think that the Black Stars, in terms of capability, can win the 2022 FIFA World Cup or not? Let me hear from you in the comment section as I interact with students from GIG. Can Ghana win the World Cup or not? Follow me on this episode of the GhanaWeb Sports Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Eshun, and when we come back, we start the conversation. A sports debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. This weekend, the President Akufo-Addo said that the Black Stars will return to Ghana after December 19th with the FIFA World Cup trophy. And he went ahead to say that Ghana might be the first African country to win the Mundial in Qatar. I have three gentlemen here today. We are shooting from GIG. Where do they stand as far as this statement is concerned? Some are saying that the President is trying to put pressure on the team. Others also want the Black Star players to use this statement as a motivation factor to win or perform in the Mundial. Let me start with you. Were you impressed with the performance of the team in the qualifiers?
Not at all.
You weren't impressed?
Yeah, it wasn't impressive at all. But I think if we work harder, we can still penetrate, and when maybe reaching quarterfinals or semi-finals wouldn't be bad.
All right.
Looking at our players right now.
Okay, so you do you agree with what the President said? Do you believe that we have the men, both technical and then with do we have the men to win it?
We have. Only if you are determined and you put hard work in it, you can. But if you try to be lazy, then we should forget winning the World Cup.
All right, so since you are saying that we can't win the World Cup, it means that Ghana is the strongest out of the 5 African countries going to represent the continent in Qatar.
Ghana isn't the strongest, but we are among the strongest.
Okay.
Yes, we are among the strongest. So we can still win. We can still perform better than African countries in those who are participating in the World Cup.
All right. So if we can perform than all the African countries, it means that the semi-final will be our minimum place in the World Cup.
Not so, but that's my opinion, my expectation that even if we reach semi-finals, it's okay for us.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me bring you in. Okay. Where do you think that the team will finish, considering what we have? You've seen the squad. Otuado has released. He released it this morning. A 29-man squad. All things being equal, about 80% of this team will be in Qatar. Where do you think that the team will finish? Group stage, run of 16, quarters, final, or even win it?
Well, I would say the group stages.
The group stages.
Yeah.
So we won't make it out of the group.
Yeah, I don't see it because our results in the qualifiers were impressive, but then the quality of football we play is not up to standard, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not up to standard, especially with the teams we have in our groups. We have Uruguay and then Portugal, right?
And we have South Korea.
South Korea. So maybe South Korea looks like an easy game, but even that one, I do not think it will be easy for us, especially to beat them.
So for you think that what the President said is far from?
Yes, I feel it's in good spirits, like to say that to motivate the players. But then I don't think that he genuinely even thinks that.
But what do you think we need to change if we want to qualify out of the group?
Okay, yeah. Right now, I feel like maybe we call our players who are actually getting more playing time.
Okay.
Because right now, it looks like we are calling out people who are stars. Let's say someone like Lamti or Odoi. They are not playing regularly. But then they call them up because they are stars. So I feel like if we do actual scouting, like proper scouting for players that are doing well and playing regularly, we can do something. And then with the training sessions and everything, so that you build team chemistry, you see. So then yeah, that's what I see. But with the squad right now, it just looks like an array of stars. But then I don't know. I don't think
All right, so he doesn't see the Black Stars making it past the group. So the statement made by the president that Ghana might be the first African country to win the World Cup. We are not going to see that in Qatar. Maybe it will happen in the subsequent editions. Let me bring you in. Do you agree with the president, or you side with your friend that the current team and the players we have won't even be enough to make it out of the group?
Yeah, so just as my colleague said, the Black Stars of Ghana will be participating in the World Cup. So to what the president said, it's just motivation for the players to give their best, taking into consideration our performances in previous tournaments. 2006, in our first appearance, we finished in the round of 16. 2010 South Africa, we went to the quarterfinals, beating Senegal's record. So I see the Black Stars of Ghana qualifying out of the group stage, at least the round of 16 to the quarterfinals would be a good result for us, because Uruguay, for instance, during the qualifiers finished out of the top 10 in qualifying before they were able to win their final 3 matches in order to qualify to the World Cup. Portugal, they did their best. Likewise, South Korea.
They went through the back door.
They went through the back door in the playoff. They nearly exited. Yes, but I think we can do our best, because taking into consideration the players we have, a certain Naki Williams who has seen it, or playing in some of the big stadia in the world week in, week out. So playing in front of 30,000, 40,000, it isn't a new thing. You have Tariq Lamptey, Thomas Tepate playing at the highest level, Gideon Mensah. These are players who are playing. So I think what the president says should be a motivation to our boys to give their best. But from my own perspective, either the round of 16 quarterfinals will be our finishing point.
All right, so it seems the president was on his own when he said that the Black Stars will return to Ghana with the World Cup trophy. Where do you stand as far as this conversation is concerned? Do you think that the team can even make it out of the group and go all the way to the final? Let me hear from you in the comment section. So this weekend, when the World Cup trophy came and then they were doing the presentation and all that, the president Akufo-Addo said that he expects Ghana to win the trophy, and he said that Ghana will be the first African country to win the trophy. What do you make of the president's statement?
I personally think that he's just putting pressure on the team, because looking at his administration, we haven't qualified to the World Cup before, and this is our first time so far as his administration is concerned, and we have qualified. So he wants us to, get to win the trophy so that he can do some propaganda against the opposition team, which is NDC. Yeah, so that's why he made that comment or that statement.
But in your estimation, is it a realistic target that Ghana will win the AFCON? Do you even think that Ghana is the strongest team among the 5 African countries going to the World Cup?
To be honest with you, I don't think Ghana will win the World Cup. Even it will only take it will be very difficult for us to even get to quarterfinals.
We don't have the personnel.
No.
So in your estimation, where do you think that Ghana will finish in the upcoming World Cup?
Maybe round of 16. Yeah, okay.
So we can qualify from the group?
Yes.
All right. Then last one. Among the 5 African countries, which countries do you think that stand a chance of bringing the World Cup to the continent?
I would go for Senegal.
Senegal?
Yeah.
Because of the players they have, or because of the backroom staff they have?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. So that's why Senegal?
Yeah, I'll go for Senegal.
The current Black Stars team, how do you see it ahead of the Black Stars? Especially today, we've seen a 29-man squad. How do you see that?
I saw injured players like Thomas Partey and Afenejan in the squad. I was expecting the coach to call Jeffrey Shrub, because this guy, he's playing day in and day out at Crystal Palace. He's doing well. So what is wrong? What is going on between Jeffrey Shrub and the management? They should come out with an explanation. They should explain to Ghanaians why he's not part of the team. And Joseph Pinto, also, he's not part of the team. Yeah. I think this guy, they deserve a call-up and they should be part of the team.
All right, so he needs an explanation on why Joseph Pinto and Jeffrey Schlupp at Crystal Palace are not part of the current Black Stars team. Let me also hear from you in the comment section. President Akufo-Addo said that we are going to win the World Cup. Where do you stand as far as this statement is concerned? So the president over the weekend said that the Black Stars are going to win the FIFA World Cup. What do you make of this statement from Nanado?
I think in some way, somehow I agree with him, but it will take hard work to win the World Cup come 2022 because we'll be playing against some of the best in the game. Taking a look at our group, we have Portugal, Uruguay and South Korea. These are teams who have tasted the World Cup over the years. So in some way, somehow the president has said his part, but if you're able to put in hard work, we'll end up winning the trophy because without hard work, you won't get the result that you.
All right, so in your own estimation, you think that we have the men, but it's just hard work we will need to add in the tournament to win it?
Oh yeah, right about now, you can talk of the likes of Inaki Williams, Anton Semenyo and others who were named in the squad today for the current squad. For the friendly. So I think we have the men, but to take a tactical decision from the coach, understanding the players on the field of play, and also coming out with a tactical plan against our opponents.
So you support the call. You don't think that the president is putting pressure on the team ahead of the World Cup?
No, this should be a form of motivation for them to give their best on the world stage because the president is motivating them in some way to go all out to win the World Cup. Despite it being a difficult task, I think if we are able to put our house in order, we can bring the cup home.
All right, so he's telling the Black Stars players to use the statement from President Akufo-Addo as a motivation and not because he's trying to put pressure on them ahead of the team. I have another gentleman here. He's wearing a Madrid jersey. Were you impressed with the Black Stars throughout the FIFA World Cup qualifiers?
Yes, I would say that I was impressed because the match they had at the Kumasi Sports Stadium, they did very well. And going back to Lagos to do the same thing there, I was impressed. And with this new lineup I saw, I was impressed. The likes of Tariq Lamptey playing for the first time and Inaki Williams and Salisu who plays for Southampton. These players are great players that I think that with their influence or with their impact, the Black Stars can make something good. I won't say that we are going for the cup as a whole, but I say that with these players, they are experienced players who have played in Europe, and with that enough experience, I think they can also contribute to Black Stars to maybe be at go ahead than what we had in 2010 as the best performance we had in those years.
All right, so the president said that we are going to win the trophy in Qatar, and also if there is any African country who can win the World Cup, it will be the Black Stars. Among the 5 African countries who will be representing the continent in Qatar, do you think that Ghana is the strongest team?
Everybody believes in themselves, and I think what the president said is everybody going for war needs some words of encouragement, that everybody is not going for going sake, but rather he wanted to go and come out with something. And with these teams, Senegal, Morocco and other teams, everybody has the motive of winning the World Cup. And with the strength, I can't judge by now, but I would say the D-Day will show. Maybe we are going to have an assumption or a perception that Morocco performed than Ghana, or they are having more potential players, but we don't know what is going to happen. So with I would say Ghana is the best among all.
All right, so in your own estimation, where do you think that the Black Stars will get to which stage in the World Cup? Group stage, round of 16, quarter-final, semi-final, final, or win the trophy?
It is possible. Everything is possible. I believe in possibility. So I think even final is possible for us. If we get our tactics well, we know how to communicate to the players. And as this new recruit, and with this Efriye Banye, I left him out. He's the only local player coming to join the Black Star. And with this, with the Black Galaxy, what he did over the past weekend, he's massive. This guy have some creative, and I think with his own skills towards the Black Stars, he can also contribute better. And we can also bring the cup back home as well.
All right, so I like his confidence because all he needs is 1% chance and 99% ability and how we can fight in a tournament. But he's not ruling out a place in the final for the Black Stars. Where do you stand as far as this statement from the president is concerned? Let me hear from you in the comment section. The president said that Ghana will win the World Cup. Do you agree with his statement, or do you believe that the Stars can achieve that?
Oh, well, even though we have quite a good team, I don't think we'll be able to win the World Cup. He's just talking. Every president will say that if the World Cup comes to his country, every president will expect the national team to fight to win. But as for winning, I hardly doubt we can win this World Cup. Even to qualify, there's a huge question mark, but let's see what they'll do.
All right, so if you are ruling out the Stars winning the trophy, realistically, where do you think that we will finish at the end of the tournament?
Well, knowing the Ghana team very well, realistically, we might be able to leave the group stage. That is, if things go on well. That is, during the camp and on field when they are playing. But knowing this Ghana team very well, anything can happen at any time. We might, let's say, win 2 matches, and maybe the third match where we are supposed to win, we might lose. But if things don't go well, and also there are new players coming into the squad, gelling players together, it's I would say it's a difficulty, because if you've not played with certain players for a while, you will not know how they like certain things. So I don't think Ghana will be going anywhere, maybe a part of the group stage. They can have some maybe revenge match against Uruguay, but as for qualifying, I have my doubts about it.
So we are wrapping everything up on this week's episode of the Sports Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. President Akufo-Addo said we are going to win the trophy, and the Black Stars will be the first African team to win the Mundial. Where do you stand? Do you think that it is a realistic target for the team ahead of the tournament? I've already spoken to a lot of young guys on this week's episode of the show. Majority of them are saying that it is just a political talk, and the best the Black Stars can do is to qualify out of the group. I have my last guest on the show. Let's find out what he also thinks about this statement. You heard the president said we are going to win it, and we'll be the first African country to win it. Yeah. Where do you stand as far as the statement is concerned?
Okay, so with this, looking at the squad, the coach, the technical team, it might be possible, but then it's not entire. It's very difficult for the Black Stars to bring the trophy.
The trophy.
Yeah, so they will qualify out of the group stage. They might get to maybe the quarterfinals or probably the semis, but then with the finals, they come in with the trophy. I'm not sure it's possible.
All right, so looking at the team in your own estimation and then analysis, where do you think that will be our best place? Group stage, round of 16, quarters, semis. Where do you think that realistically you think that this is the stage we will get to?
I think we will get to the quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals.
Yes, semi-finals. It's, let's say, 40%, 60. 40% you will get there, 60% you won't get there.
So that's quarterfinal for you.
Yeah.
All right. So it is quarterfinals for him as far as the 2022 FIFA World Cup is concerned. Where do you stand? Let me hear from you in the comment section on this episode of the GhanaWeb Sports Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joel Eshun, and it has been another exciting episode with you. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, and then the most important thing is to drop your comment in the session after watching the video.